Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.
The majority of people don't have self-confidence. Am I right? Is that true?
Definitely. Most people have a very low self-esteem, and they have this thought that I'm not good enough. Most people, if you observe your thoughts during the day, you'll notice that this thought often comes up that says, I'm not good enough.
And where are the roots hidden?
It could be the parents, it could be the society, it could be their first grade teacher, it could be something they brought with them, in their own genes. The point is more, how can we change it? I focus less on the actual roots, but now, okay, we're here now. What do you do about it? So this is very central to my work. It's how can we change these self-sabotaging perspectives?
Which are the symptoms of low self-esteem? How can we realize that a person has low self-confidence?
Oh, I think everybody knows it.
How?
Most people, you have a sense of, I'm not good enough. You keep repeating negative thoughts to yourself, and you know it. Most people, they're aware that, they think, I wish I could be more self-confident. I mean, I don't know anybody who doesn't think to themselves, I wish I could be more self-confident. I wish I could give more value to myself so that other people would give me more respect and more appreciation, more love, and more money, in terms of negotiating your salary or negotiating with a client. So I think if you really ask the average person, or if he's honest with himself, most people understand that, they know that they could be more. The point is to bring it to a healthy balance. How can we lessen the self-sabotaging thoughts? How can we limit the self-limiting thoughts? How can we manage our self-limiting thoughts and bring more of those confidence moments? We have to see what triggers off those confidence moments. I think every person for themselves, Elena, they have to ask themselves, they have to look, when I'm feeling confident, what is it that makes me feel confident? And make a list of these things. We have to start observing our habits and to see which habits are bringing you high and which habits are dragging you down.
Can we consider it social problem? Can we call it like this?
Yes, I think it's a social problem. I think it's a tragedy that most people are underliving their potential. And I think it's a failure of the educational system that it focuses a lot on learning in terms of information, getting information across to students, and not really helping students understand themselves and how they can develop a positive psychology. There's far too little in our educational system that brings that. Now, that used to be the role of the church, to bring upliftment, to bring belief, and to bring, positivity. The thing is that now a lot of people are choose to be non-believers, and we can respect that. But where are the children? Where are we getting our emotional and spiritual nourishment from? Oh, obviously, the major role of media is with the news.
Are they positive or negative? And
as we know, negative news sells. This is a statistic. This has been scientifically researched over and over again that negative, shocking news sells. They'd rather, in order to make the news sell, because they are in the business of selling news, they realize that negative, bad news sells, so they focus on the negative news, and that's why we have 95% negative news. The media affects our mood, and it increases our fear.
Can the nationality have to do with that, and how?
Nationalities, I think that's a good issue. The culture of a country can be a more positive, forward-looking culture, like the newer countries of the world, as we have Australia, Canada, United States. These countries were built on optimism. It's the new world, as they say. And so these cultures are more optimistic. Whereas you find that the older countries, the more ancient countries, because they've seen more wars famines, it's in the DNA, it's like there are cultures that focus a lot on fear and, it's places where dreams are not meant to happen.
For example, Greeks, Armenians.
There has been a lot of blood and a lot of pain in our histories. These are more mature cultures.
And which age is more risky?
Adolescence is the worst age for insecurities, especially with the girls, they worry a lot about their appearance, if they will be as beautiful as the models, and this kind of insecurities happen a lot. At adolescence, maybe later on in life when old age is kicking in, then again, all kinds of insecurities, fears. Now, it varies for individuals, but we can say that adolescence is probably the worst time.
And can you bring some examples of celebrities who had low self-esteem?
Oh, many celebrities.
Do you remember?
Well, we have living examples of Lindsay Lohan, Britney Spears, anyone who has a drug problem, Lady Diana. A lot of celebrities and a lot of wealthy, successful people, they have this one syndrome. It's called the imposter syndrome. The syndrome that's deep down inside, they fear that they're not worthy of the outer success that they have. So they feel like they're an imposter and that someone is going to discover them, how worthless they really are. They feel that this money came too easy to them, or this success came a little too much success for them. They don't actually feel that worthiness of that wealth. So they will self-sabotage, and they often lose it all.
Can they be considered as arrogant people?
Some people are arrogant. It's, for me, behind arrogance, there's extreme doubt, So some people who appear arrogant, you have to look a little closer and understand that a lot of this arrogant behavior is just insecurity, which they're trying to cover over.
So there is a connection.
It's up to us to learn how to handle these difficult people. If you know how to handle these people, they can become your puppy.
Can we see a little connection between the arrogance, low self-esteem, and narcissism? Is there a connection?
It all has to do with lack of self-love, lack of true love, needing the love from the outside. If you don't love yourself, other people will not care for you either. So it's the way you treat yourself is the way you train other people to treat you. Everything you say or everything you don't say speaks about you and how you think about yourself. Just the way you walk in a room. When you walk into a room, your shoulders back, standing, with a good posture, and you walk in with a smile, and you walk in with a self-confidence, you're giving non-verbal communication messages to people in the room. People will treat you accordingly. Just the body language alone speaks millions.
And now tell me about your method.
Well, I'm not really a doctor. I do coaching. I train people in new behaviors. I offer seminars to companies, to people who are developing their leadership skills. One of the things is the big seminars I do through my method, the Alkistis method, which is an online method. It will give you the basic steps for increasing your self-confidence, and especially the self-confidence in terms of communication. The whole point of self-confidence is to have communication skills, because this is where we need self-confidence, is to persuade other people. It all can be trained. Self-hypnosis is a method for, that allows the mind to be reprogrammed. The thing is, my method doesn't focus so much on the shadow side as much as it focuses on bringing out more light.
And what goal setting can you suggest for 2014?
Well, every person has their own particular goals that they want to be. Where do you want to be a year from now? Have a clear image of where do I want to be at the end of 2014.
And what do you wish to people from all over the world for the next coming year?
Well, the obvious, my dear Elena. I wish that people, open up their hearts to one another and collaborate and cooperate. And we have to learn to live together. And, it's not about world peace. It's about bringing peace into your own home, into your own office, into your own relationships. That's how peace comes about. Gandhi had said, there is no way to peace. Peace is the way. So if we all want more peace on earth, as I think we all want for ourselves and for the children, we all want peace, we all want love, but let's be that change that we want to see in the world. And you may need some patience with other people.
That's the point.
Yeah, you have to do the giving as a real choice, as a fundamental choice.
Thank you again, Alkistis. It was a pleasure talking to you again.
It was a pleasure speaking to you, Elena. I wish you all the best this year. I know you're making some changes in your career.
Yeah.
That's good. I'm happy because, I'm inspired by other people and it's good to pass it on. And you're going to inspire other people. You're already, I'm sure, inspiring people. And you probably don't even know it.
Anyway, I appreciate your personality.
Thank you. And I appreciate you. You remind me of myself as well.
See you next time
Bye-bye.
in 2014.
All right.